What about this? Oh.
Alright, fnaf movie. Let's talk about it. We all know it, we all love it, but not all of us has seen it. So, spoiler alert. This video I'll be talking about my thoughts and reactions to, well, the FNAF 2 movie. Yeah, we can tell by the title, dumbass. I'll also be ranking the movie based on a few critical factors, such as plot, storytelling, visuals, and the best one, fan service. But not in that way. All of which will be ranked out of 10, with a total of 40 points. Get on with it then! Alright, now for the first factor, plot. Well, to summarize, at the start of the movie, Charlotte dies and ends up as just a puppet. Then, Michael lied to Abby about the fact that her friends, the spirits of the animatronics, were still there, not in the afterlife. And by there, I mean the pizzeria. Vanessa still gets nightmares about her father. Abby gets tricked into thinking that the toy animatronics are her friends, even though the toy animatronics are actually possessed by Charlotte. But she's evil now? Vanessa then gets captured by her and Michael Afton, not to be confused by Josh Hutcherson / Mike Smith. But again, Michael Afton's evil now? Skipping a lot later into the movie because there's no point in details, the toy animatronics are wreaking havoc outside while Mike is trying to deactivate them while being hunted down by the withered animatronics in the pizzeria. Wow, yippee, it works! However, Charlotte, which is now evil for some reason, takes control of the toy animatronics in order to kill the gang, but the old animatronics, Abby's friends, actually save the day by killing the toy animatronics. Mike and Abby part ways with Vanessa because Mike doesn't want anything to do with the animatronics. However, Vanessa gets possessed by Charlotte at the end of the movie and cuts the blood. In conclusion, it definitely feels like the sequel to the first movie, that's for sure. 5 out of 10, the plot's pretty mid. Wait, you actually wanted to hear a deep logical reason for my opinion? Well, if you want a long answer, Exhibit A! The characters don't really have that much development. Like, character development. Unlike in the first movie where Mike overcomes his trauma of losing his little brother, and Vanessa ending up betraying her father and going with Michael, the second movie doesn't really have any character development. It just ends up being more of the same. Exhibit B, the story is actually pretty generic. The only two things that you wouldn't really expect is, well, Charlie and Michael Afton being evil. And again, they're evil now? Yeah, that's just gonna be a running bit now, isn't it?
Succulent AA batteries.
Moving on to the second category, we have storytelling. I'm not going to be recapping the plot again because I already said it earlier. Storytelling is how the story gets told. Like how in the early games of FNAF, it was told through voice lines, backgrounds, and of course the mini-games. And you had to pay an insane amount of attention to actually get the lore, or just watch it in YouTube. But obviously, since this is a movie, that's not how things are gonna work. An example of a way to show storytelling in a movie is, well, nightmares for trauma, suspense through music. Both examples are shown in the movie, but both examples are still pretty generic. But still, they're both good ways to show storytelling. So I'm gonna have to rate this one a 7 out of 10. Moving on to the next factor, the scare factor. Whenever I'll be reviewing a movie, this will only be specifically for horror movies. And since FNAF 2 kind of counts as a horror movie, I'll include this in here. This is definitely based off of my own personal experience, because my own personal scare, tolerance is pretty high, if I say so myself. I didn't really get scared much in the movie, I more so just appreciated it. I actually laughed a lot more than I was scared. I think it's all the jump scares from the games that's put my tolerance so high from getting scared. Or maybe it's because the cinema I went to was actually pretty loud. Either way, I'm just gonna rate this one a 4 out of 10. Again, this is against other horror movies because the scare factor is only for, horror movies. This category doesn't apply to anything else. In fact, if this wasn't a horror movie, it'd be changed to visuals. But first, before we get into the final section of the video, let's see the top comment of the last, videos. Plural because I uploaded the my first video 4 times. Now, moving on to the final section of the video, fan service. And holy, there is a lot. I'll straight up just say it, it's a 9 out of 10. If If you recall the intro of this video, that is already an example of fan service. Pat being Toy Bonnie, Megan Fox being Toy Chica, like come on. There are so many examples to list, like I don't even want to say them all. But some of the reasons why it's not a 10 out of 10 is that Pat never said, but that's just a theory. Even if it would only be at the end credits. And as I said with the storytelling section earlier, there are no minigame scenes. So that racks up the total score being 25 out of 40 points. Check out the other videos on my channel, please. They're evil now?